Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Taking HR from a Cost Center to a Profit Center, Part 7. Today, we're focused all on action. So we talked about HR's number one concern or number one priority right now in order to start that initial transition from a cost center to a profit center is that we ourselves need to understand how we are adding value to the business or the bottom line, but also how do we articulate and how do we prove that we are having that impact to the organization. Now, when we have aligned ourselves with the executive strategy as well as the strategy of the other key stakeholders and managers across the population of the organization, we now can understand what is top of mind, what is top priority, and what are some of the business challenges that they're facing, and what is the people component or impact that it's having on that particular process. Now, when we run our data and we run with our data and we run the analytics and start to leverage some additional metrics, we can learn from this data set. Now, you've heard me talk about descriptive analytics. That simply only tells us what has happened already. It's an important component, but then we want to know predictive, what will happen if no changes are made, if we stay on the same trajectory, but also prescriptive. We also want to understand, hey, we know where the challenge is, but how do we resolve that? Now, in real time, data will allow us to implement a new strategy and really see very early on within the process, instead of waiting for a report, maybe a quarterly or semi-annually report that you might be waiting for, to really see how that action plan resulted. Was it positive? Was it negative? Was there any correlation? Allowing you to now understand exactly how you moved the needle to the organization will allow us to focus on those low-hanging fruit. One of my favorites is to start with is the process itself. Processes are always a cost to the business. Now, focusing on the people, the process, and the technology specifically, and the correlating data that would support those types of decisions as to what changes need to be made, that is a great place to start, because that is immediately how HR is going to improve the process, reducing both soft and hard dollar costs to really add dollars back into the business itself. Now, other discussions can be about customer engagement, customer retention, even customer satisfaction. Some HR practitioners may feel like, what do I have to do with that? Well, you have a lot to do with that, actually. If you focus on the turnover perspective, the learning and development, the onboarding, even the recruiting initiatives, are you bringing in the right people and are we training them effectively? These are ways that HR can now take a different view as to their role within the organization, but they need to be serving the business and being able to show how they're serving the business through numbers, just like every other business unit within the organization. When we devise that action plan, it is also very important to then reassess those types of initiatives and actions that we did take to ensure that we are maximizing the effectiveness and overall that return on investment. Stop back next week. We're going to wrap this up. I appreciate everybody coming back, and I hope everybody had a wonderful long weekend. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody.